You know, I've been so many places trapping. I mean, literally, in terms of stops where I have traps, way too many to ever remember. Thousands. But some of them I do remember. Some of them slip into my dreams. Some of them haunt me just a little bit. And this is one place here that I think about quite often. And at this spot, there was a car. And it laid over here, wheels up. The wheels would be above the water. Whenever I was here, the tires were above the water. And the car was, I believe, a 1960 Studebaker. And it had laid there for 40 years, 41 years, 42 years. And I'd see it every time, not think anything of it. I'd walk by it. I might touch it with my shovel. Little did I know that it was inside of that car the answer to a cold case. A cold case that went back to 1971. 2 missing girls were entombed in that car. Nobody knew where they were. Detectives thought they knew who killed them, who had taken them, who had abducted them. They could never find the bodies or the car. And what happened was they'd been at a party, an end of the year school party, and back in those days, in my era, you'd have a kegger at the end of the school year. And it was at a gravel pit over here to the east. And they left the party and they were never ever seen again. And they indicted a guy here as a cold case in the early 2000s. They dug up the family yard looking for the car. There were all kind of rumors. Detectives just knew they had their guy. And he was in prison already. However, they didn't have their guy. There was never a crime. These 2 girls, Pamela Jackson and Sherry Miller, they drove off the road in this Studebaker. It flipped over and apparently they drowned. Their remains were in there, their identifications were in there. The car was in 3rd gear when it was found. There is absolutely no doubt that's what happened. And so the manhunt that went on, the investigations, the cold cases, resurrected twice, the indictments, none of it solved anything. There was no crime. It was an accident. And one of the girls, the dad, died like 5 days before the car was found. And so I asked myself, how did I not know? And the answer is easy. I mean, I just didn't connect the dots. But there they were, within feet from me, the answer that would have eased the pain of so many people. And now it's solved.